Let me get my earphones on. I think we're good. Okay, so we're in the fourth video of the Uninet GTF printer upgrading to 4 heads. Not that complicated, not that hard. There are a few things that I want to go over that I received today in an email. I'd already put the whole thing together by the time that they messaged me, but this is good. So we'll go over this, all right? Okay. So as you know, we're now with the 4-head board. We're no longer using the 2-head, and this will all be done tomorrow. Or we'll launch the print heads. This is what we had. And so now we're over here. So 4 heads are installed, and we'll go through a few things. One, if you've received one of the units that I have here and you have your, what are these called? The sensors for a head strike sensor, they follow this red and black cord. They follow that red and black cord and they come back to here. So in order to get this to work, you're going to need a different connector. So I'm just going to put this here because I'm going to have a connector, right? Now, something else to look forward to or to know about. This right here is your coder, and I'll show you where this goes. This right here goes right over here, and it sits right on the encoder strip. You want it about halfway on to where it fits perfectly in that strip, okay? In case you're wondering about that strip, it's right here, though you can't really see it. Maybe you can right there. So it sits, the strip goes in between the sensor. This kind of tells the printer information like where it's at. So you don't want it to pull on the strip, right? You just want it to be like this over here. However, it is different. So I don't know if you can see this back here. Right here, that's what you're looking at. It gives you a bird's eye view of what's happening. So it goes just over the top, as you can see. This is it right here. It goes over the top and it just covers that encoder strip. The encoder strip goes right in between it. So there you go. That's what you need to know. And this is just kind of going to sit like this. You know, you can't see because I got the light on the wrong side. Okay. So this is going to just sit right here. Just like so, so that it can ride along the strip, okay? Now, they use something called glue wax, which is this wax right there, because there's no way for me to fire up the printer because you have to take a screw to Lowe's. We took a screw to Lowe's today only to find out that they had no washers for it. So I can't turn this into operational until I get that wax. I ordered the wax off of Amazon, should be here tomorrow. Now, that's the only other thing that we have to worry about fixing, right? Also, the ground for this, when it originally comes to you, it comes with the brown over here and the color right here. But now we've reversed it because we're on a different head, okay? So let's get this on. I believe the brown goes outward, okay? Just like so. This goes here. Your 1 and 2 fiber optic cables go here. These are your ups, left up, right up, down, and down. You know, we went through that in detail yesterday. Okay, so now we have to get this strip right here, the encoder strip, put back on. Once that's on, we can go ahead and say that this product is ready to go. All of the upgrades and changes have been done. As I said, the print heads are installed 1, 2, 3, 4. Tomorrow I'm going to run these cables to their proper connections back here. And this printer will be ready to go into 4-head mode. Ready to go. So the only thing I'll be doing tomorrow now is filling these up, putting the intake back, to which everything is now almost ready. I think there's one more thing that I need to, oh yeah, the other thing I need to do is to get that encoder strip locked on right here. And then once that is on, we can go ahead and begin the testing phase of this. We'll hook the inks up. We'll move these two and get them ready to go to a 4-head. Okay, this is head 2 and in as well. We'll get all these into a 4-head. So with our 4-head unit here, I'll be printing about 225 to, it's literally, you can print 285 transfers per hour, but say 250 transfers. This one will do 250 transfers. That's 500 transfers. And of course, my red unit will do 250 transfers, giving me roughly 750 transfers per hour. So that's over 10 hours, giving me roughly a couple thousand transfers, you know, do the math. That's the whole process. It's really not hard. Your cartridges are indicated here. You know where they go because the cartridges have these tubes here. And just like you see over there, the cartridges with the white tubes will go down here. And the cartridges with just the line, they go here as well. That's all there is to it. Now, tomorrow I'm going to go through the Hosen Soft Reset. We have to download and install a new EXP, which is a Hosen driver. And then we'll put our inks on and we'll be ready to go. Like really ready to start this printer up and get it into 4-head mode. So I still have 2 heads here. These 2 are in the printer. That gives me 1, 2, I got 4 right there. 1, 2. 2 of them are already in there, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This printer will go here. We already have 4 heads there. And, you know, the machine is firing up perfectly. So there you go. Those were the last 2 points that I saw in the upgrade manual, is to switch the ground on the plug for the sensor right here. And last was to not worry too much about those strike sensors, which is this right here. Though the other printers don't have them that I know of, they're optional. But quite honestly, having print head strike sensors can save you big time, and I'll show you why. Going through the daily procedure, nozzle checking. Your print head strike sensors are right there. They're on usually all DTF printers. So making sure that that is on, I think tomorrow I just have to hook up just a couple of power sources. We have to route the ink and capping station line out, and these go all the way back into the capping stations. And these are charged. Just want to make sure that they're powered up and connected. Above all that, everybody, I don't think there's anything else that I need to do, because I can run the printer without the strike sensors on there. It's not a problem. It's not in the manual that you have to have it, so I like having it. But this is the Hosen Soft HUD EPS 4-head board installation, and make sure that you have your ground wire on, and you'll move your post to the furthest place out on the setting board. So there you go. All right. That's all you need to know for the Uninet 4-head DTF operation. And we will be printing. I may come back tonight and get that printer running, or I may not. If I do, I'll be back early in the morning to get it running. And yeah, as it sits, that's 400 transfers an hour that are about 10 by 10 that we can print here and there. And then you add that 400, it's 685 transfers with all three printers. Tanta amor me tu. Love that woman. So that's all you need to know. The Uninet printer is an awesome printer. I've been running it the last 2 days. Very simple to run. I think the staff will be able to run it very easily and not have a problem. Um, Again, I've run 24, 2 days roughly. I've used 2 white inks. I've used all of my CMYK just printing. It's about, for your CMYK, a liter, 1.5 rolls, and 2 rolls, or 2 whites for the roll. So I'm about this far out until I finish the second roll, because people always ask, Ernest, how much ink is this going to use? With these printers, you better be prepared to use a liter of white a day at least. And that's about it. Um, we'll be going through the versions tomorrow of CADLink versus Flexi. And it seems like a lot more people are liking Flexi more than CADLink, which is weird to me, because CADLink is such a simple, or Flexi is such a simple rip. I'm going to throw this into a clean and then soak the head so I can get this white flowing really good. With my humidity being at 30%, I just need to come up a little bit more, and I have some humidifiers that are non-water spraying humidifiers showing up, because, as you know, when your humidity is low, your print head can dry up. So when you leave, you want to make sure that your print head is sitting in a good wetting solution so that it doesn't dry up. That sucks. Because they're what, $1,200-$1,300 for these print heads. In a real working environment, this is a great printer. Um, and I can tell you why it's a great printer compared to a hand run printer that is very, very highly intelligent. The Uninet 6000 holds its place in an operable printer. In 2-head mode, right? It's still affordable. I think they're selling the 2-head mode at $14,995. And at a 2-head mode, you can make 150 10 by 10 transfers per hour. 150. And that's perfect for somebody that needs to do 1,000 transfers a week. You can knock that out in one shift a day, and not have any problems. So I just wanted to end that video. Tomorrow, like I said, we'll be inking the second printer and getting it operable and showing you the contrast and the differences between 4-head versus 2 heads, obviously. Most people I know are doing a lot of business with just their 2 heads, but I need more than 2 heads, unfortunately. I need to be up at that 225 to 250 transfers every hour. I have to be at 750 transfers per hour right now. And I'm just slowly creaking out there. So that wraps up everything, everybody. I hope you see that this is, my videos are not about making videos, editing them, coming back and making nice backgrounds. And I don't care about any of that. I've had a lot of companies reach out and ask me if I would like them to make backgrounds and all that. And I'm like, no, I just want to show people in a real environment, in a real print shop, not, motivated to get anything for free, but just how these printers work. And, so far, so good. Uninet's got my back for a year. I got their best intentions, and my best intentions is to make a good partnership with them. Now, partnership meaning I buy ink and materials that we need that can support them, warranting the parts and helping me if I ever need it. But it's not their job or responsibility to do everything that your dealer would do. So certainly don't just work with the dealer that sells the printer, right? Because you don't want that. Work with the dealer that has the printer, that can be the first-hand step before the technicians at Uninet step in to help. And remember, Uninet is a $65 million company with I think 500 offices across the world, right? And these technicians are helping all those people. And that's why you need a dealer, somebody that can step forward, get you up and running and installed. And you guys saw this. You look on the channel. We went from the box to the setup to the 4-head install to the motherboard or the headboard exchange. And tomorrow we'll be at the inking part of this. So I got to go. My wife is here. Thanks for everybody tuning in. And I just wanted to point out those two changes that I saw in the manual. Tomorrow we'll go deep into host and soft and activate the 4-head board in the EXP. All right, everybody? It's Brother Ernest, live event printing, Boston 1-hour tees on the Uninet 6000 DTF printer, 2-head or 4-head option. And my third unit coming is the RGB option. And right now I'm just focusing on, getting these 3 printers in full operation. And then we step into the RGBO. And that's what the rest of my units are going to be, the RGBO. In today's time, there's honestly not really a reason to be like everybody else and have CMYK, right? You want to go beyond CMYK and into a 9-color option, right? Uninet DTF 6000 unit at a wonderful price right now. And, I give the printer very, very, very high stars. I mean, I know what the printer was before I bought it, and I'm satisfied. And I think our staff here will be easily able to get along with this printer, and so will you. Okay? Peace out, everybody. Make your dreams come true and get busy printing.